1, 2, 3, 4 with the separation here. 5, okay, 6, and guillotine. All right, so let's break these down for a moment. Chin-up flow drills have been really popular, so today we're going to do a 7-point transitional lock system that's going to loop. Get a partner and try this out. So we're going to start off first from the person that may be coming up and fronting on you, okay? Somebody that's doing this, a nice, easy, quick thing to do is the guillotine. Bang, okay? Hook, close, close. This rotates up, this rotates over. I bring my hips under, I stand, and it's as though I'm going to throw her up over. Now, if I really want to add to this, she's got it nice and tight. As I get this, it's quite an easy escape to get out of. I'm going to bring my shoulder, so you see the shoulder coming outside of the elbow. This is the key, don't use your hand. The shoulder goes in, and it's the power of your shoulder rotating that creates the lock, disarms the lock. And as I'm doing that, I also want to rotate them away from the elbow at the same time. The first technique is me getting out. Boom. Arm break right here. I can use that arm. Technique 1. Technique 2, I'm going to stay in contact. I'm going to roll this around into the back of the arm bar and bring them down. Later we can add all kinds of strikes. From here, I'm going to take the inside edge of my wrist right here, catch the crook of her elbow, or the inside of her elbow here, and I'm going to bring it into my body and spin it up. I'm trying to make this so it's nice and visual for you so you can see everything. Trick from here. Now if I wanted to, I could just take this down. You guys can get into more advanced closing off these locks later. I'm just doing a transition. From here, this top hand that's locking in is going to switch to catch here, and I'm going to separate. Reverse Americana style, okay? As I've got this, I'm going to cut under. This hand's go out from the push out, just bow and arrow with this. I'm going to come under, maybe catch a shot in here, hook under, capture the wrist, and now we've got this Americana right here, okay? From this, I'm going to dive my arm through, bring the hook of my elbow into the crook of her elbow, and I've got the lock. And then from there, I'm going to undo, lock that in, bring the guillotine, boom, so you can see it from the backside here. Here, 3, grabbing, 4, see that? In, 5, okay, sorry about that. 6, locking here, can go here, boom, and back in. Got it? Now when I'm closing off this, I want to get that shoulder, I want to roll it away. See that stretch in the neck right here? I lock this. This hand's going to close if I want to do this. I'm going to roll this knuckle under, and this is going to roll over up. So she gets that real good stretch in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the separation here. 5, okay, 6, and guillotine. All right, so let's break these down for a moment and actually talk about these techniques separately and how they can be used. So the first one is, they've kind of gotten in my face, I'm moving, they keep stepping in front of me. I'm like, hey, easiest way is I'm going to turn my palm to the flat of the chest right here. I'm going to take the head, and in the same motion, I'm going to push this back and throw this down inside of the fold of my elbow. So it's here, okay? I then tighten it, get that shoulder, so I'm coming over here, close the circuit on my hand right here, and my motion's going to be a hip hike. So my hip is going to come ahead of my shoulders. I'm going to push the neck out, stretch, and I'm going to lift, okay? As I'm doing that, I'm going to use a little ratchet effect. So let me swing it around here for a sec, okay? So it's in, boom, here. When you do this, a lot of times you won't hear it on her right now, but if I have somebody in there and they're not prepared for it, coming in a little bit, when I get that, it really takes the wind out of them. So it's bang, okay? Hook, close, close. This rotates up, this rotates over. I bring my hips under, I stand, and it's as though I'm going to throw her up over. Now, if I really want to add to this, I could take this thumb, see how it's over here, and I turn it up, and that cuts the trachea off. You can see her sort of standing up there, okay? It can be done easily. Alicia can do this to me nice and easy. I'm in her face. Boom, drops it, lock it. It's nice and quick. Very nice. You can see it in the eyes right here. So from there, she's going in, she's got that. Lock goes down. Boom, okay. This lock here is very nice, okay. It can be done a lot of ways. I'm using an expansion and a pop right here, okay. This type of motion, almost like a clothesline as I'm doing this. And if I turn the thumb up and back, you're gonna get a nice snapping motion. If I've got somebody here, they're being jerks or whatever, squeezing their hands and stuff, okay, this can be done really quickly here as a pop. She just grab the arm. She comes under and pops. Boom, right there. Very nice, okay? This effect also comes from if I'm here like this, I'm like, hey girl, like this type of stuff. And she just takes that arm, wraps it over. There's that same popping effect. So you can see how that works. The further she rolls me away, the more this is going to affect the elbow, and don't do it, but if she's sort of jolted at the end of it, that's where the snap of the joint comes out. So we've gone for those first one. So first one was, I can come in anything this way. Second one is your arm bar, okay? Everybody uses the arm bar. It could be from a grab. I'm rolling it down. I like to use it as a transitional technique, either to deliver strikes and takedowns, okay? We've got all this type of stuff. You can use it nicely. I'm going to take you down for a second, okay? I can bring her down, drive to the ground, and drop in. And I've got all kinds of techniques I can do from here, okay? And wrap it up, lock it in, and do all this stuff. Other variations are when they come in, you can bring it down and use your arms, explode off that for techniques. So arm bars are typically, as they're coming in, if she's reaching in, they're sort of transitional. I'm not going to hold somebody too long in an arm lock here, okay? And then we'll get into all kinds of escapes. She can escape and counter from there, and we're back to that move that she just did, all right? And so she's going to take me into spin lock. Now this lock is also a very powerful lock, because if she wanted to, from here, she can spin and take me down nice and easy. So if she stacks me, she steps across, she can leg peg, and I'm down. Boom, she can kick out the knee and the elbow and everything. She can also pivot backwards to spin me down. So spin, boom, spin back with that leg. Bang, here we go. Ooh, close to the wall right there. Okay, so arm bars again, doesn't matter, she can punch. I could take them from here, use all kinds of stuff that we can get in there. Spin lock, we went in, okay? That could be taken from an arm bar here, good. And these sort of work together. So as I'm practicing, she can push the elbow back in, and we can work on this loop that you guys could put together here as well. Very nice. So we went from the arm bar to the spin lock. We're now doing another separation one. So I'm going to hook here and separate that face. This is a very painful one. I'm catching the outside of the hand, and as I'm pulling, I'm going to bring the hand below the shoulder as I push out on the neck. So this one is from the spin lock, opening, catching, and separating, and bringing this down. So go ahead, try it. So go from the spin lock, boom, separate, good. Doesn't matter as long as the face is going away from the shoulder, and if she takes the hand down below the shoulder, that's where the shoulder really starts to come out. Good, okay? From there, went here, did the separation, okay? I'm gonna bring it down and under. I could add a shot in here. We're coming up under, catching the Americana. And this one here, if I'm walking out, can be done quite well. I catch it, elbow goes on top, I redirect the face. There's all kinds of nerves under the ear and everything right here we can use, and I can use this as a come along, okay? So let's build off that. Boom, okay, you want the separation, going under, very nice, here. I just got the come along, okay? This right here, this move can come from just pressing, me taking the wrist lock, coming in, and again, as a technique, if I were to take this and put this onto her toe, this shoulder is coming completely out, okay? I can also take this and bring it to my chest and turn into a choke. Or, as I get this, I can take it and bring her down to the ground right here. And again, we're back into controls here. That's what's up. Okay, so let's go ahead. You took it into the Americana. Okay, so now she has somebody that I'm sort of trying to split this away. She feels that strength, and she's going to just change the angle by cutting her elbow into my elbow. Good. Pivoting away. And you see that similar lock to that what we had before on the first escape counter. Boom. She can push and walk me out with that as well. And then from there, she just goes back into the guillotine. Good. Very nice. All right, guys, so that's the lucky 7 on this one. 7 locks for you to try. Try to loop it and send us videos if you can. Let us see what you've got going on. If you've got new locks, put them in videos and send them to us as well. Thanks.